Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, 832nd mass contact exercise held. Prayas program organized for contract laborers of Rourkela steel plant. And workshop on Arohan the Ascent organized. Now the news in detail. The 832nd mass contact exercise on the topic planning for turnaround and transformation by galvanizing inner strength was held at Gopavandhu Auditorium on 12th June. Mr. Ramnaran Nayak GM CNIT chaired the session. Mr. B. Patnaik GM CO and CC was also present on the dais. Many senior officers and a cross-section of employees from different units of RSP participated in the session. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Nayak laid emphasis on safety and pleaded all to priorities with regard to safe practices and habits to avoid any undue incidences either at workplace or outside. He highlighted the importance of continual improvement in every sphere of life for better growth and prosperity. Mr. Nayak urged everyone to reflect upon one's role in contributing towards producing quality goods for the company, which ultimately fetches money needed for survival. Mr. Nayak encouraged everyone by reminding Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy's Infosys founder's contribution in establishing automation in RSP in initial day for everyone's convenience to work smooth and smart. Extolling each one's potential, he urged all to incorporate creativity and innovations for improving the performance and productivity of the plant. Mr. Patnaik in his address stressed upon the need of giving prime importance to safety both at workplace as well as outside. He highlighted the significance of the objectives of Suraksha Chakras with which it and exhorted all to work towards strengthening it for safer work environment. Referring to the ABP target, Mr. Patnaik emphasized upon the need of increasing the volume of quality production to sustain companies' profitability. He urged everyone to adhere to the SOPs and SMPs and improve the maintenance practices and inspection. At the outset, a video on sale track and short films on safety were screened. Mrs. Barkha Sharma, OTC Power Distribution, and Mrs. Kunu Rani Biswal, OTC OBPP, elaborated on various aspects of the functioning of the plant and township and the intervention and status of employees' suggestions. A section titled Media Showcase, compiled by PR Department covering the stories published in the media during the month of May 2019 regarding the various successful endeavors of RSP, was also presented. Later during the interaction session, employees gave suggestions pertaining to production, productivity, maintenance and safety issues. Mr. L. Marandi, Assistant Manager HRD, coordinated the session, which ended with Sankalp, a pledge-taking ceremony. The 20th session of Prayas for contract laborers was organized on 11th June at Town Engineering Conference Hall. In all, 80 contract laborers from township area attended the program. In the interaction session, Mr. B. Singh, DGM, in charge TE, and Mr. T.G. Kanekar, DGM Personal CLC and Projects, clarified various doubts of contract laborers pertaining to benefits, statutory provisions like ESI and Provident Fund, etc. Special emphasis was laid on safety, pertaining to which a session on behavioral-based safety was taken by Mr. Avinash, Deputy Manager Personnel. This highlighted the importance of safe working practices and their roles and responsibilities related to safety at the work spot. Mr. T.A.K. Patro, Labour Inspector, Personal CLC, briefed the participants on right, benefits, responsibilities and issues such as wage structure, bank payment, pay slip, ESI and PF coverage, medical benefits, etc. Besides, Ms. Sabitri Sahu, Executive Assistant Personnel, CLC, dealt with various provisions of SA 8000 like child labour, forced labour, provisions of health and safe working environment, rights, discrimination, working hours, safety, wages, etc. through movies, video, clippings and stories. The program was jointly coordinated by Mr. S. L. Samshi, Senior Executive Assistant, and Ms. Sabitri Sahu. Notably, Prayas is a communication program being organized by RSP for contract laborers working in RSP for their welfare, wherein standards and provisions are explained to them in a simple and lucid manner. Till date, 1,310 contract laborers have been covered under this scheme and benefited out of it. A two-day workshop for the HR initiative Arohan, the Ascent, was held at HRDC on 7th and 8th June 2019. In all, 18 executives in the level E3 to E7 attended the workshop. The topics covered during these 2 days were business scenario and dynamics of steel industry and future challenges, stakeholder management, building professional relationship with vendors, emotional intelligence, positive attitude and self-motivation, culture of pride, passion and appreciation, optimum utilization of resources and materials, innovation and creativity, effective decision-making at work and optimum utilization of human resources. The program was coordinated by Mr. Shivrashan, DGM HRD. And with this, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Namaskar.